The end of August, beginning of September is the perfect time of year to start thinking about cutting your lavenders back. We cut the lavenders back for two reasons. The first is to give it a really good haircut and shape ready for next spring's growth, and it will give your plant a really good starting place to grow, and it doesn't allow them to get too big or woody. The second reason we do it for is to give the plant a chance to get some good fresh growth on this side of the winter, which will help it get through the wet and cold winters we have here in England. Here in front of us we have Warburton Silver Edge, which is an intermediate lavender. Angustifolias, English lavenders, are very similar to the intermediates. They have very similar shaped flowers. The intermediates have slightly larger flowers, but their growth habit is very similar. So we're going to cut it back as if it was an Angustifolia because it needs exactly the same treatment. What we're going to do is we're going to get some nice sharp clean secateurs and we're going to give the plant a really good cut. Previously I've done a video on Sticus lavenders and you only cut them back to half. This time with Angustifolias or intermediates you need to cut them back harder, and we're taking 2/3 of the plant off, so we're just being left with just 1/3 of the plant. We're not just taking these flowering stems off, and you can see that they have very long flowering stems, which is quite different to the Sticus, the French lavenders, which have much shorter ones. We're actually going to be taking the foliage and the growth off as well, not just these long flowering stems. Okay, nice clean sharp secateurs, a pot or a trug to put your rubbish in. It's important as you cut your plant that you take the rubbish away because you don't want to leave it on the plant to rot. So just nice, sharp, clean cuts into the plant, okay? It's going to make the place smell absolutely fantastic as you're cutting through this wonderful aromatic foliage. This is the only variegated leafed lavender that we grow. It's very, very popular here on the nursery, and I think it's definitely one of my firm favourites. So just methodically go around the plant and give it a good cut. I always find I don't cut it hard enough the first time round and I just have to go back again through. But I always think you can't put it back on once you've taken it off. It's easy to go round and take a little bit more off if you feel you've got a bit of an uneven shape, or perhaps you haven't quite taken enough off. There we go, so you can see we're really cutting back into the plant. It's going to leave us with a nice compact but tidy plant. It always feels a shame to cut them back so early possibly, but the plant will really benefit with having time with the late summer sunshine and the early autumn sunshine to put that extra bit of growth on. Okay, there we go. Right, now we have a really well cut back plant. Okay, and you'll find a lot of new growth will come in the next 6 to 8 weeks, and that will be a really good start for the winter and help it get through the winter. If you're not sure and you want a bit of guidance, you can always drop me an email at emily@cramdennursery.co.uk, or you can find us on Facebook, we're just Cramden Nursery, and you can drop us a line, send some pictures in, and we're always happy to help and give you any more information. Get cutting.